Yeah, we're going to have fun with this video today. I'm not mocking anybody. I'm a grown man. I like pretty women, okay? But we're going to talk about the truth about social media and what it's doing to people. It has definitely increased temptation. I'm not going to lie. It is a fact. When I was a kid, you had to go to the store to get a Playboy or a Penthouse, and you had to buy it behind the counter. You had to prove you were 18, and nobody was going to do that. I lived in a small town in Arizona, and the last thing I wanted to do was to get back to my parents. I was 18, and my cousin, I said, no, I'm not buying it. Now you can look at stuff all day long on the internet in the privacy of your house, your car, or wherever you choose to live with your phone and be totally discreet. All you have to do is open up Facebook. Hey, Big Curly. Let's share some things of what I saw just on Facebook this morning. I checked my messages and stuff. This is my friend Mina. This is what she was doing. They got them little filters and stuff, and I'm like, Mina is so beautiful, and I'm like, wow, she make the video looking like that. She's having fun, okay? But I want you to look. She always dressed modest, okay? Always dressed modest. But I want you to see some of these other gals. This is an older Filipino woman, I think. Let's see if I can move out of the way. Look at that, huh? Mountain peaks and a nice valley there. I mean, this is what they're doing. We're going to showcase this. This is what they're doing. They are literally putting themselves out there. Not Mina. Mina has fun. But this is the way the girls are dressing. They're getting all the likes, they're getting all the hearts, they're getting all the flirts and all the hit. And Curly, man, you are fast in here. How are you? This one here, I'm not sure if she's Mexican, but she's sporting some pretty heavy cleavage there. Don't think those extensions are real. But yeah, that's good. And you've got all kinds of stuff on here that this is sad. This is the way people respect their government. In Nepal, they don't agree with the decision, so they set the media on fire. They set the prime minister's house on fire this early September. How is it that you got people think that vandalism and burning and destroying things is okay in Nepal? How do we get there? Social media. Mina told me they tried to ban TikTok, all that, and that's what the people did. Do you not see we're addicted to this? People just get, it's like taking a toy away from the toddler. This is what adult society is doing. Setting everything on fire. In Nepal. That's crazy. Kathmandu, where she lived. Crazy. People are no self-control anymore. This is a lady in Africa. She's very pretty. She's an adult, but she loves to show. I mean, she has probably got, there's another African lady in here I'm going to show you. She lives in the village. All day long, she's making videos. She's well endowed for a slender, petite gal. Solid rock. I mean, not implants. Big areolas, nipples. I mean, who wouldn't look? And that's all she's doing. Hey, guys, you think I'm pretty? I'm lonely. That's what she does. And this is amazing. I'm seeing more and more of these. This is the Faroe Islands, Iceland, dramatic mountains, no trees, waterfalls, the ocean. The landscape over there is just unbelievable. I could live in that. Absolutely. This is Betchy-licious. She is a teaser every day. Filipina, pushing the envelope as much as she can. Got the shirt on the sideways, just to the edge of the nipple. You know, can't show that on here. I'll get spanked. But you want to talk to her, you have to have a membership. These people no longer looking husband. I've noticed that. Years ago, they looking, yeah. Hey, Sir Jacob, these women, this is a Filipina, Betty-licious. She's all over Facebook. And yes, I'm going to say the word, a absolute slut tease. She's not looking for a husband. She is just in love with her boo-boos. I mean, let's be honest. This is another gal. This is a young lady who just likes to dance. She doesn't show nipples or anything. She's Mexican. And she loves to just dance. But it's just, all this is eye candy. Just eye candy. That one is, gotta pick 'em right. How are you, Mr. Craig? Hello, Vape King. Grift. Grift. I'm not slamming these people. I'm just pointing out the obvious. Have you guys seen that ride called the Slingshot? Now, I couldn't show the rest of that because that ride goes up, shirt goes down, goes up, goes down. You watch those, you'll see plenty of nipple slips. Plenty of nipple slips. And they deliberately go on the ride with no bra, a very loose-fitted or ill-fitting shirt. This is sad. I'm assuming that is the Outer Banks. Yesterday, lots and lots of those old homes finally gave up the fight against the Atlantic. All that surf and tide coming in from the hurricanes out there, these houses just can't take it anymore. There's one right there, and the one behind it's getting ready to go. No, is it no morals? They're lonely. They want attention. They're bored. They're bored. Oh, I gotta straighten out my shorts are too tight. Not good. So, yeah, very sad about, this is a trip here. That one's an old woman. Don't know what country she's in. Showing as much as she possibly can. I mean, she's older than me, I think. Hey, the deal. How are you? And again, I'm not slamming. This is another shot of North Carolina. That's sad. I mean, these homes are not cheap. But, you know, Jesus said, whoever builds on the sand, look what you're doing. Why you spend all that money and build those homes? Yeah, I'm going to show you, older woman. There's one in Thailand who's pushing it every day. She's not bad looking. I want to live here. I finally found the place I want to live. If I was filthy rich, the Faroe Islands. Oh my gosh, black volcanic sand beaches. It's too cold to swim in the ocean. Just too cold. But that is such rugged, beautiful country. There's people that live there. Filipinas. The men wanted wives, and they wanted foreign wives, and they got a pocket of Filipinas up there. That's not why I want to move. That scenery. Man, I'd do videos with that backdrop every day. Hey, Spencer. Well, yeah, we just showcasing what was on Facebook this morning. This is a Hispanic video. This one whips her shirt off, and she's coming on to her maid. Not a bad looking lady there, but oh yeah, now they're pushing the lesbian angle, and she whips the shirt off and she's in her bra, and the other one says, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "What do you think I'm doing?" I mean, this is oh, the back is beautiful. She's gorgeous. I love it when a woman's standing in a bra. I'm sorry, I love it. It's hot. And this one, what's she got going on? Oh, she's pulling her shirt up to show her bra. Not sure if she's Filipino or Hispanic. This is all around the world. Yes, that's what they push to me. For you. But they push all kinds of stuff, ship stuff. This is the Thailand woman. This is what she's doing every day. I'm thinking she's in her late 40s and she likes to take her shirt off and show her bra. She's dyed her hair to look Western as all get out. Sad because I got beautiful black hair. Beautiful lady. She does this every day. She just slowly unbuttons, and a lot of Colombian. No, that's not a man. No, these are not men. Trust me, I'm not looking at no wannabe. Uh-uh. And this one's getting ready to go. Why do these people build these things like that? They don't even build those homes anymore with the shake shingles on the side. Those are cool looking houses. But that's sad. Very sad. These homes are giving up the fight. This is another slingshot gal. Well, we know what's going to happen when that thing goes up. You're going to get a free ride on that one, baby. How do I deal with the mental pain of life? One day at a time. Oh, yeah. I mean, she's not a bad vibe there. And they're all doing it. This is a beautiful lady in Africa. No bra, every day, jouncing and bouncing. I mean, I'm going to say something about those ladies in Africa. They've got some nice equipment. I mean, firm, areolas that big, nipples that are big, and I mean, unbelievable. What's on Fox News? No, I missed that. Hello, madam. Oh, yeah, some of these are pretty, man. All around the world. This is where I want to call home. That is just incredible. That's the Faroe Islands. Not a tree on the island. Very rugged, very beautiful, very much climate like Iceland. Any tips for dealing with a breakup? Let the grief flow. I mean, it hurts when you have a bond with somebody. I would say go to God, go to the Bible for sure. Yeah, they had a 6.9 in the Philippines, I saw. Said dozens dead. Don't know where it was centered. Several, madam. The 1971 Selmar when I was little in LA, and then 3 6-point plus and over 500 aftershocks in 1980 in Mammoth Lakes. Oh, Mina's fine. That hit the Philippines, which is quite a ways away from her. Aftershock, when you have the big one, constant tremors and shaking. When you have a big earthquake, you're going to have shaking throughout the next 24 hours or more. Yes, this looks like Hawaii, but it's not. This is the Faroe Islands. It's a very different world up there. Oh yeah, when they have a big earthquake, madam, it shakes and shakes and shakes. You stop for a few minutes and it'll shake again. When I was in Mammoth, it was like that. We even had t-shirts. I survived the quakes of 1980. This is this one here is got quite the handful going on. Another Thai woman wanting all the world to see her cleavage. This is another beauty out of Africa. I mean, if I was there, there's no way. Look at that. She's on the channel every day. Her videos are funny. I don't know if it's her brother, but they do spoof videos and they're absolutely hilarious. Like she'll be walking her purse, somebody steal it, another guy chase them and beat them down. It's all acting and it's funny, but she never wears a bra. And God really gifted her with one heck of a beautiful frame. And really, most of what's on social media today is really nothing but that. Just a shipwreck, baby. Just a shipwreck. This is the Faroe Islands, a little town right there at the foot of the ocean. Beautiful places. What made people go and move there? There's no logging. There's no, I don't even know what they're up there for. Yeah, that's a drawing of the Titanic. Oh, she's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is Mina making tea yesterday. Look at the difference. Mina's not doing that. She dresses in the traditional Nepali wear. But the girls are trying to get, and I'm not going to lie, I look, they're beautiful. I'm like, you want to put it out there? I'll look at the videos and give them a heart. I'm a man. I mean, I don't have a girlfriend, so I can live vicariously of what I cannot have. There's beautiful people around the world. I'm here to tell you. Beautiful people around the world. But we all suffer from the same thing. We want to be noticed. That older Thai woman, all those women, they're not married. They are an advertisement for sexuality. All those women I just showed, if they were here in the US, they would not be boyfriendless at all. That's how different it is in other societies. You got those gorgeous, decent looking women available and free. They don't want them over there. There's so many men. You got Africa, the men are gay. I've talked to African women. They said so many men are gay. So many men want to do nothing and make the woman do it all. And the African women are tired of their African men. That's why they're looking at us now. They have a Facebook page called Black Queens Seeking White Kings. They're open. Man, that girl I just pictured, I got to be honest with you. I could not handle this. I'd be thinking sex every day. Every single day with that. I'm just being honest. Jordan, how long you guys go out? You can't just move to Africa. But yeah, and I will pause briefly for a station commercial for a word from the Democrat Party. Nothing much to say there. But you got women doing little videos acting like this. She whips her shirt off and starts coming on to her maid. These videos are popular. They get a huge amount of hits. 3 months. Well, Jordan, that's a tough one, and I'm sorry. Who broke up with who? It is, Vape. What's happening now, and this is happening overseas, you got a good-looking woman right there. She's not interested in a guy. She's interested in ladies. Let me say this, lesbian is exploding worldwide, especially in places like India, the Philippines. Don't know about Thailand. Vietnam's still very traditional. Nepal, I'm not hearing of it. But it's blowing up in countries that not sure what the reason is. And America, oh my gosh, America. When I used to go down to the shoot pool at the club, I cannot believe how many lesbian women, and they're not bad looking. They come in and they have no interest in a man. Zero. But this is Facebook. These are called Reels, Reels. And I'm being honest, I'm a grown man. This stuff is absolute temptation eye candy. I mean, you don't need to go get a porn magazine. They're not showing full frontal nudity, but they leave you enough for the imagination. And I said I'm going to be talking about sin. I'm going to be talking about the struggle with sin. I'm going to say it. I'm not going to be self-righteous here. I open up my Facebook and I'm like, well, let's see what's going on in the scantily clad world of Reels. It's erotic. It's fascinating. And it's showing just how sexualized our world has become. The power of sex is huge. Just the provocative image, just that woman with a bra on is enough to rock my world. And this is the problem. You can't have it. You cannot have that. What a contrast to reality. What a contrast. The people that buy these homes, they got the big money and they build them on the ocean, on the sand. Look at that beautiful home, completely done for. Done for. North Carolina, very sad. I mean, I look at all those women, not all, but a lot of them. If that one was coming on to me and was really fixated on me, I'd be like, wow, how could I say no? They're beautiful. This one I wouldn't choose. You're going to hate me. Kind of past her prime. She's got all that stuff propped up. Little too pale in the skin for me. I don't know what ethnicity she is. I think that might be Thailand. I mean, she's getting into grandma age now. And they're doing that. You know, we can make jokes. She loved you long time. Not really. They love the attention they're getting on here. And they've got accounts. People are sending them money. And if you go into a PM with them and you send them more money, then you get to see this stuff too. That's what it is. Now, I don't do that. I don't do that. Actually, Vape, there's not one American man that's going to go over for her. She's too old. They're going to go for the 20, 30 somethings. American men are not going to go after a woman that old. You can go to Thailand, you can go to Bangkok, and you can fill yourself with the penis Olympics all day, all night. You've got ladyboys, you've got Thai women, you got Thai prostitutes, you got everything. I have no interest in going to Bangkok because that's all you're going to do is Bangkok. That's it. And everybody knows that. Literally, there was a program years ago, grown men going to Bangkok just to Bangkok. That's what it is. It is a sexual, no holds barred paradise for people that are over here, can't even get a date. You can have 2 or 3 women at a time. For the right price, you can watch them perform on each other and you. It literally is a sin basket. If I was going to go to Thailand, I wouldn't go to Bangkok. I'd go to Chiang Mai. I'd go to the country where there's still, the traditional values. But Bangkok, everybody knows what goes on there. Well, thank you, Ellie. But Ellie, we're talking about Facebook. We're talking about all the people. This is a Filipina, Ellie. Her name is Betty Licious. Provocative, showing nipples all day. She sit there and go, just a little temptress all day. And I just go, wow, these people are bored all day, the same thing. And you can't talk to her unless you have a membership. She's making money now. And I was telling people, Ellie, that years ago, Filipinos would send me friend requests, I'm looking a husband. I don't get those anymore. Since social media has shifted into making little videos of yourself, they can stay right there in the Philippines, get all the attention they want, get all the money they want, and they're content creators. It has really changed. People don't want to be married anymore. Sad. But Ellie, did you see my video where I tear up the clothing? Did you see that yesterday? It is Jezebel. Tracy, it doesn't bother me. I'm a grown man. If women want to show that, I'm going to look. It's right there. It bothers me because I can't have that. Grown man see a woman like that, we want to express and make love to them. They're teasing us. You cannot have. They're putting themselves out as a slut for the entire world. I'm not blasting. I'm talking about a human nature problem. I wouldn't marry this girl at all. She's putting herself out there so aggressively that if I was to marry her, the minute I go to work, she'd be back on the cam doing that again. The minute I leave the house, she'd be on there doing that crap again. They're addicted to it. Yeah, they're showing body and they're doing everything else. This is another young lady in Africa. She's an adult, very pretty. No bra, never a bra, well endowed, firm, everything pushing through, and she does that every day. Guys, do you think I'm pretty? I'm lonely. Nobody loves me. Give me a break. If you answer to any of that, you're stupid. I don't know if this is Latina. She's showing some cleavage and some fake braided tails and a whole lot of lipstick, and you see the makeup all over her face. No, Tracy, she's not. No, I don't do that child stuff. Those are adult. I learned recently that most couples are on OnlyFans. Really? Wow. I know a man or a woman. This is either, I think this is a Thailander. I mean, that's what she does all day. So yeah, it's everything. Kelly, I'm not jealous. I'm good looking. I know what I am and what I'm not. I don't believe I'm ugly. Why am I jealous of a girl? Well, but they do. What is your name? Delight. They do. And I'm not blasting and being nasty. Some of them are beautiful. Okay, you want to show? I glance. How can you not? Men are wired for sight. We are visual people. Women are more about the feelings. They got to feel a connection. We men see that. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. No, you're not. You're in heat. Put your thing back in your pants and calm down, boy. I mean, that's the truth. I don't, when I look at what those women are doing, I can't imagine that I'd have an intellectual, cerebral relationship. They'd be good for sex. Well, maybe not even that. But they're putting themselves out there. They're lonely. They want the attention and or the money. And this has exploded. I remember years ago, I never met anybody from Thailand. I have a friend in Thailand, and I've known her for 6+ years now. I have a friend in Africa. I've known her for 6+ years now. These two women are different. They're not putting themselves out there like that. Mabel does not, she doesn't get on any of the video stuff. She's a school teacher. We've been trying to connect where we can talk. We haven't talked in, gosh, a couple of years, Cam and talk. She has a beautiful home in Zambia, in Lusaka or Kasama. I can't remember which town. And we talk about these things. This is what the world has become. Women over there that are beautiful, all those women that I showed, a lot of them do not have a boyfriend, husband at all. They want somebody to pluck them out of their poverty and bring them out. I'm being honest. And if people feel that they need to attack me for being honest, I'm not bashing these women. I've looked. Some of them are beautiful. The other African woman with the white tank top on, her videos are funny. I don't know if it's her brother and her neighbors, but they act. And it's so funny. She walking with her purse and the guy come up and snatch. And she go, hey, hey. Then another guy chase. And they've dubbed in the psh, psh sounds. It's funny. It's all funny, but she never wear a bra. Just stand at attention. I was married to a wife. She told me, she goes, all these women on Cosmopolitan, everything's fake. They got implants. I said, honey, not all women have all that stuff. Some are natural. No, they're not. Since I have divorced her many years ago, I've been halfway around the world. Yes, there are. There are women that have been gifted in the dusty, dry streets of an African village with perfect bodies. No makeup. They don't got all this going on. And they're gorgeous. We have more manufactured beauty probably in this country than some of those others. I mean, most women look like they fell out of a makeup factory. I don't know why that is. And people do not believe me, but I've been overseas. There are natural beauties, no makeup, no implants. And I'm like, wow, it does exist. It does exist. I think our lifestyle over here is our food. I mean, look at fast food. My gosh, everybody drives up to the drive-through. I don't eat fast food. Yep, dating has become casual. Ellie, a lot of them don't have employment. That's why they get on social media. Now they're employed as a content creator. And I'm going to tell you, most of the people donating to them are men older than me because they're getting their jollies. They can interact with a live person and they get their jollies. I have a friend here dropping my granola all over myself. I had a woman in Hong Kong. I never met her. We emailed back and forth. I'm living in Hong Kong and she's emailing me. She goes, I saw your picture on Asia Expat, which was an online forum for expats, expatriates that are living in Hong Kong. She goes, wow, I don't see American men like you. You look so young and you're slender. She said, I go gym every day. I could never meet her. She was an attorney or worked at a law firm. Beautiful Chinese woman. She got off work, go to the gym. When we finally meet, I'm asleep and she wants to meet at 12:30 at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, but only 30 minutes because she's so busy. I said, how are we going to have time to go to dinner in 30 minutes? Then when I got to the U.S., she said, do you live in San Francisco or New York? She goes, oh, no. She goes, because if you did, I'd stay with you. I see what's going on. But she said to me, I'm shocked because most American men I see are overweight. Can I be honest, though? This is just me. If a woman got to go to the gym to retain any semblance of attractiveness and she has to go every day, I don't think I want to be with that. I don't want a gym Nazi. I do not. I mean, I've been blessed. People say, do I work out? I just work. When I do something, I do it with gusto. I don't go to the gym. A gym profits me nothing. I'm not going to get bigger and more buff. I'm 59. I am past. They actually said middle age is 38. I read that the other day. Our body is starting to do this. I have been blessed with an unnatural amount of youth, and vitality, and vigor. That's not the norm. You look at most American men at 59, they look 59. You got these women over there. They are either unemployed or they work at the sorry store selling phone cards and women feminine products. They can make a little money. And it's sad. A lot of women over there will do things. That's why you have ladyboys all in the Philippines. That is why I don't go for the fox and try to make it sheep. You're right, Ellie. The average 59-year-old is white hair, big giant belly, white hair all over the chest. I mean, they look frightening. This is why I don't get along with most guys. Younger generation of guys, they think I'm their age. And what they're into, I'm not into. The older generation of guys, it's an awkward thing. If I was to go into a biker bar with men my age, they'd be like, what's he doing in here? Wouldn't fit at all. That's true, Ellie. There's actual evidence in America that the kid who have mother's breast milk is less likely to have allergies. I was taken from my mother at 4 months, so it's very possible. I have a lot of environmental allergies. They're not severe. They can be at times, but they're just irritating more than anything. It's not debilitating. Marijuana, I'm against it. My personal stance, I'm against it. Well, thank you, Anime. Well, my ex-wife could not breastfeed. She got the pump and everything, and she absolutely couldn't develop. And my boy, he's got the allergies. His mother and him both will get the sinus infection. I've never had a sinus infection in my life. And I thank God, because you got to get amoxicillin, or what's the other one? Sulfameth. Both of those are allergenic. I think my son cannot have sulfa. You get the little red dots all over your chest. That stuff is awful. Antibiotics are horrible. But if you don't have an allergic reaction, you have to take the whole course. You cannot just take it for 2 days. Oh, the symptom, you got to take the whole course. If you don't, your body can start to override it, and then they no longer work. Hello, Sawab. How are you? Where's my attire? No more, Sarab. No more. Shoot, I thought women liked their breasts sucked. I thought they enjoyed it. I didn't know it hurt unless the baby bite down. But they don't have the teeth yet. I've heard of some women feeding their kids 5, 6 years old off of their breast. Oh, I thought you said, is it just breakfast? Hey, Delight, look, you're going to laugh at me, but if I ever have a woman, I want to try breast milk. I want to see what it tastes like. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think they get aroused by it, Ellie. Maybe they do. I would put it in my cereal. Tracy, are you still here? Really? Like spoiled milk? Oh, that's not good. Boy, you smell soured milk. That is nasty. You too, Delight. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Revival. He's throwing up. I don't drink milk. I stopped a long time ago. I don't think cow's milk is good for us at all. It's for cows. The Dairy Association really pushes it. Now, I eat a lot of cheese. Revival. I was showcasing some of Facebook's reels. I did still shots. This is what the ladies are doing all around the world now. Showing cleavage, showing this is one in Thailand. I mean, good grief, baby. I mean, nothing left for the imagination there. And my favorite one is this one. She and her brothers do spoof videos, which are very funny. But she's gorgeous. She lives in a village in Africa. And she never wears a bra. Beautiful. Slender. I mean, it's just I love women. I'm not going to deny it. Why should I? But you know what? This is where today's world is headed. I'm not trying to be funny. That's it. Right there. Almond milk is good. Oh, Ellie, I'll be honest. I like it when a woman doesn't wear a bra. I'm a single man. I like to look. I mean, I see a woman like this, that get my attention. It gets me straight to the point. That's what a woman was designed to do. To get our attention so that we would love them and marry them and have children. Now you have many children that are growing up in single parent homes and not good. It's hard. Ellie, I don't know if it was you, but I sent a friend request to an Ellie Gonzalez, but I don't know if you got it on the Facebook. There's so many Ellie Gonzalez. So many. Ellie, did you feel the earthquake? 6.9 earthquake in the Philippines. Where was that? I saw that this morning. Hey, Dragon, how are you? It's Ellie Gonzalez. Mine is Mike. Is it Mike or Michael Nelson? I can't even remember. The super typhoon hit northern Luzon, damaged Taiwan, Hong Kong, and islands, Philippine Islands, northern Luzon. Cebu. Yeah, they said dozens dead. You know, in the Philippines, I was there twice, and the structures are not built to earthquake standard. I don't know if it's you because, yeah, it's either Mike or Michael Nelson. And I don't accept friend requests much anymore because too many people not good. There's so many scams now. You get these women, they got two pictures. And I get a lot of these. They got 2 photos. That's it. You can't scroll down. You got, like, this is a scam. Yeah, people now will take somebody else's Facebook photos, build an account, and they're either scammers. How many men? Oh, wow, she's beautiful. She have 2 pictures and no posts. Don't accept. They want money. No, mine should be Georgia. I'm from California, but not Pasadena. I was Los Angeles. Pasadena is part of greater LA, but this is another African lady. They're beautiful over there. And they've gotten addicted to their phone. I mean, they're in dusty street villages. And they got phones. Really, Opalia, I born and raised in Torrance. Well, not born in Torrance. Born in LA. Adopted out of Long Beach. And then I lived in Mammoth Lakes in the Sierra Nevadas for 7 years. Left California when I was still in high school in 1983. Finished high school in Arizona. It's sad. Everybody around the world wants attention. The females. And I'm going to say something. Women produce more eye candy content and men produce more intellectual content. I listen to the men on their channels that talk about things that connect with this. These women are pulling at this right here. And it's funny. Women always go back to what their original stated purpose was, to be a helpmeet to a man. So now they don't get married, but they're using their sexuality to get our attention and get the hearts and likes, proving they were made for men. They were made for us, not to be used, not to parade their decadence in the streets of the internet world. And these women would be a problem. You think I could go over there and marry this one right here? She's used to showing off on the internet all day. So if I'm gone at work and she's by my side, what's she going to be doing? Same thing. You don't just suddenly get out of that. There's a powerful addiction with showing off. Validation. People want validation. And I'm not slamming these women. I don't know them. They're beautiful. I mean, my inclination is, my gosh, maybe I need to go to Africa. But you know what? Let me be honest. If I'm over there, some of these ladies, I know exactly what I'd be doing. And they do too. We'd be catching up on some long needed physical attention. And then you got to go home. You make love and then you go home, because try to bring them here or you to get there, very hard. Very hard. I learned the hard way. I fell for a Filipina from Iloilo, Miagao area, and she worked in Hong Kong. What a ride that was. 4 years, $20,000 later. Yep, we're stupid that way. We men will open up our bank accounts and our wallets for love. I don't now. Not now. I'm not going to spend $20,000 and 4 years of my life to be involved with her, because I've already done it. You know how many dates I could pay for $20,000 in the US? And I haven't even dated once since I've been to Georgia. If there was an African woman like that here, and she talked to me and was totally wanting me, man, I feel like I died and went to heaven. You see a woman like that dressed in our country like that, she's probably a two-bit slut. You got to pay to have fun. Then you go over there and they're naturally gorgeous. And then you get around, I'm going to say something and people are going to get offended. You got a lot of women in our culture that are my age. They're not attractive. They let their bodies go to hell. And they got an attitude to boot. And then they want to nag at us. Then they want to put us down. Who wouldn't want to go after that young lady right there? And that's not underage. These are young adult females. And some of them do not have age hang-ups like they do here. There are 20-year-old women over there that would marry me right now. One, because I'm in great shape for my age. But I tell them, look, when I start to turn the corner, I'm going to look very much older than you. And then are you going to feel comfortable out there in public? You're beautiful, you're sexy, and now you're with an old man. Yeah, you know. AI is artificial intelligence. The internet is using it. It's basically a computer program. You can talk into your phone and say, hey, and AI will answer. It's not a real person. Sam, I'm okay. No, Brent, I'm not putting this woman down. There is a sweetness to them. Some of their videos are cute. Sometimes they're funny. They make me laugh. This is in the U.S. Anybody heard of the carnival ride, the slingshot? The girls now are going with no bra, loose-fitting tops. And as soon as that thing go up real fast, the gravity caused the shirt to go like this. One day they showed a Hispanic woman the whole nipple out there. I'm like, wow, okay, you just watch for a minute, you might get more than you bargained for. Maybe I should be the slingshot ride operator. And they got a camera mounted to it because you can pay to get your picture taken. Ellie is not AI. She's a real person. I know because AI would not argue with me about my clothing. Right, Ellie? AI would not argue with me about my clothing. No, Brent, they're enjoying their body. They're having fun. And some of them are hoping that that would attract somebody to come all the way over them and love them and take them to be their wife. It's a fact. Yeah, but I can't get to the link through here. How do I get to that? I cannot. I'm on a live stream. I can't click it. Oh, Palia, it is evil. It is different here. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to mention names, but there's women that flirt with me in here that I actually think are attractive or that I actually had an interest in. And they flirt, send all the hugs and kisses, and then they'll get on the Discord and then they're cold as ice. And then, oh, I don't want to marry, I don't want to date, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be very honest. Caucasian women do that, and it drives me insane. Why you come on to me like that? And then you don't. It's a game. And I hate games. I'm so sick of it. And that's why we look at porn. You can't get a date with a pretty woman because I'm not worthy of them. And then you got these American women doing, tempty tease on a ride. And I'm not blasting, I'm just stating a fact. This lady here, for her age, this is what she does. She's probably late 40s, early 50s, Thai. Dyed her hair blonde. Got a nice body on her, and she'll wear the black bra and she unbutton and pull the shirt open. That's it. I look at her. She's good looking for her age. She's better than a lot of women that are in their 40s and 50s here. I mean, yeah, if I was there, I'd feel very horny to her. No lie. Most 40, 50-year-old women here, no thanks. I mean, they take their shirt off and their bra, and all this is all the way down here. The link, I don't see a link. I don't see a link. It can't be posted in here. And I can't get to it. You have to understand that when I'm done with the live, Ellie, it takes a while to load. You cannot put a link on YouTube, I don't believe. It won't let you do it. It used to. I don't, but it can't in the live stream. Yes, Vape Gang, and now there are women overseas. I can message this woman right here through Facebook. I want to come to Thailand. Can I see you? Really? You mean that? Yeah, I want to see you. She would have me. I haven't messaged her because I don't do that foolishness anymore. I'm not going to go all the way across the world just to get my ding-dong satisfied. That's a lot of money. And then you bond with somebody, and then you got to go back home. And I don't care what anybody says. When you bond, it hurts when it's broke. And even if I went over there and got to enjoy that woman for 2 weeks, the minute I leave and go back to the U.S., she's going to be doing that still. There's a rush that comes from that. It's validating. Wow, so many men look at me in my bra. I think I'm old, but they think I'm beautiful. What do you mean, not sure you could if you were allowed? What do you mean by that? Ellie, I cannot find you because I sent one because I don't know what you look like. And there's millions of Ellie Gonzalez. Gonzalez is Spanish. There's Gonzalez in Mexico, Spain, the Philippines, many, many Gonzalez. Even my name, many Michael Nelson. I knew a woman from Sri Shillong, northeastern India years ago. Nobody had her name. Bante Hun Walang. I mean, when I typed in Bante Hun Walang, I find only her. They do it on mine. I try to turn it off, but I think you can pull mine up, and AI summary almost seems to be putting down. Mob showed me, he goes, Mike, listen to this. It's talking about, and you read it. I'm like, this is like blasting me. I don't like it. When I'm done with this video, it will take a 10-minute short and put it, I delete. People that want to watch my videos are going to watch. Perpetual attention seekers. Vape King phones have destroyed women. I agree with you, Revival. I totally agree. This, what she's doing, like I said, for her age, I'm just being honest. I would make love to her. She'd be soft and sweet. Love to embrace her, but and you got 50-year-old women now in America doing that. They don't want a boyfriend. They just want to tease the heck out of all the guys. There's an adrenal boost. That comes with social media, with the hearts and likes. They've already determined that. What do they call it? The endorphins that are released in the body. Very powerful with women. Women want to be the center of attention. They want to be. But it becomes to the point of narcissism. And in that, at first you're attracted to them, but that narcissism will eventually drive you away. You'll go, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm just saying truth. I'm not blasting this poor Thai woman. She's lonely. When we don't get what we want or need, we look for a surrogate. How many guys can be honest about that? When we don't get what we want or need, Christian or otherwise, we look for a surrogate. Why do you think porn is so prevalent in America? Most of us, if we're honest, we're not going to get an American woman that's 40, 50 years old like that coming on to us. How many? How many of us are going to get a woman like that? So porn, you can live vicariously for everything you know you cannot have. No, there is no link, Ellie. It's not going to do it on YouTube. Women and men need each other's God intended. Ellie, nothing. It's not going to let you do it. I'm a man, and I struggle. They got these shorts or reels. This one whipped her shirt off and is approaching her maid. Hispanic ladies, they're both gorgeous. And they do this little lesbo flirt thing. You know, the Bible, and we're going to talk about this because I want to talk about things. I want to be sensitive. I don't want to come off as self-righteous. I mean, I look at that woman, just the back of her. Wow, that's a turn on. A woman with her black bra, that's hot. When we as people, you know, if that woman lived next door to me in the States, she probably wouldn't even talk to me. Chances are you wouldn't get a date. But she's into women, so I definitely wouldn't get a date. I was at Trax in Denver years ago. My Filipino friend, we both worked Denver schools together. She told me, let's go to Trax. I said, that's an LGBT club. No, First Friday's all women. I went with her. She was right. Hundreds of beautiful women. Hispanic, black, some Asian, white. The white women that were lesbian were just flat out strange. But they were all into women. There was a woman, she looked like a country girl. Jeans, denim, beautiful woman. She said, mind if we dance? I said, no, we danced all night. She goes, I'm going to go now. I said, can I give you my number? Michael, I'm into women. I dance with you because you're very cool and I like your style. Wow. She was a good-looking country gal. She's not into men. I danced with a woman that was 20 years old. Native American. Slender, petite, perfect body to me. I was trying to do hip-hop and I was doing a pretty good job, and she come out of the crowd and zeroed in on me. The second time I show up there and she show up, the lights flash on and off, which meant closing time. 2 o'clock in the morning, we walk out the door and she goes, "What are you going to do?" I said, "Go back to Lakewood." She goes, "You want to come over?" She was into women, and yet she liked me. We did not have sex. She took her shirt off and let me enjoy. And before anybody think that I'm some jerk, before that, I went to her place and a black and a white guy showed up and she lit up a bong. I'd never seen a bong. I had to sit in there like, oh my gosh, all this pot. They left. She said, "Are you gay?" I said, "No." She goes, "Really? I was going to get a dildo and give you the ride for your life." And I said, "Honey, I'm not into that." I said, "How come you danced with me?" She goes, "Because you accepted me." I said, "You're beautiful." "Really?" I said, "You're beautiful. You can tell you're Native American and you're beautiful." A lot of Native American women are not pretty. They look like a train wreck. A lot of alcoholism. Alex was cute, young. We laid in the bed and she got me all worked up with her shirt off. I said, "Why you get close to me like this?" She goes, "Michael, I cannot do this again." I didn't make her do that. She took my chain off my neck. "Can I have this? It looks so heavy." When I left that day, the next day I went and bought another one. You got a lesbian woman in Denver that's got one of my chain necklaces. I felt feelings towards her. It was very bizarre. She said, "I let you get close to me, but I cannot do this." And I said, "Why?" "Because I date women." But she said, "Women haven't been kind to me, Michael. They're not interested. They don't dance. They laugh at me." I said, "Did I laugh at you?" She goes, "No, that's why I like you." I said, "Why don't you come to the other side?" She cannot. I thought she was beautiful. I didn't like the marijuana. Did not. And this is what happens to us men. We're pulled, but you cannot. They want our attention, but you cannot. Now you got people around the world doing this stuff. This is why porn's such a problem. Good men cannot get a date. It's about your bank account. If you're in jail and about to get released for murder, okay, then you can have all kinds of girlfriends, even wealthy. See, Ellie, I don't know what you're putting. I can't. It'd be better for you to go to Discord, have a Discord. It's so much easier because I can put the Discord ID in here. Man, that's so funny. We're trying to get a connection with Ellie and we can't even do that. I use Discord to connect with my moderators and people that want to talk to me through that. It is simply a chat client. I don't even do that much talking on there. Some of them we exchange a phone number and we talk on the phone. Like the moderators, male and female, we keep in touch to talk about what's going on in the room, to make recommendations of who gets a blue wrench. What is this? I'll chat per word. Facebook.com/shine dot Imperial 78. Now, how am I going to find that? I can't even find that because that's not your name. So you're not Ellie Gonzalez on Facebook. So I can't find you anyway. Vape King, are you still in the house? Imperial, Shine Imperial. Ellie Gonzalez. I write it down, but I cannot find too many of them. I can't even tell which one is hers. So what is your name on your Facebook? Gonzalez. Gonzalez. That's an S. Where is it? Zales. 808 followers. I'll see if I can find it that way, but cannot. Shine Dot Imperial. Try that. Oh, gosh. I can only do it when I'm off stream. Oh, now you're going to have everybody in the chat room being your followers, Ellie. All these men now flirting you. What is cryptography? I'm not familiar with that. 758. And I'm not good at it, but it sounds fascinating. I like the wind talkers, the story of the wind talkers, the Navajo that could come up with. The Japanese could break every military code except when the Navajo. They didn't know Navajo. They didn't even hear of Navajo. You outsmart the system. That's so funny. Ellie, you crack me up. Yeah. And that was a huge part in winning the war. You know, we talk about our troops, but the Navajo had better have a place. That is a giant piece in the Pacific Ocean arena. And that, the Navajo agreed to that. They would have every reason why I help you in a war. They should have a bigger place in historical. They should have memorials made for them, because no matter how smart we are, no matter how many battleships we made, the technology, if it wasn't for the wind talkers, we'd still be throwing stuff back and forth with Japan. Did they really in Vietnam? Look at Ellie trying to get all these men on her Facebook. That's funny. You want attention, Ellie? Okay. I can't even see you, so how I give you attention? Are you the one that has slay and pray? Do you have that? Because I saw an Ellie Gonzalez, and that's the one that I saw, slay and pray. Was that yours? Because that one I sent a friend request. Yes, we're friends here. I'm just teasing, Ellie. Don't be upset. Project Bluebeam, really? A blue scooter. Man, when I was in the Philippines, so many motorbike, Chinese motorcycles. All right, let me write that down. I'll find you and then I'll write you and go, I'll be like the cartoon in the US, Pepe Le Pew. Let me kiss you with the kisses of my mouth. Le pant, le pant. So, wow, who this? I block. It's famous everywhere. You know, before you were born, Ellie, they had Friendster. You probably don't know what that is. It started in Singapore way before Facebook. It was better than Facebook. The Asians loved Friendster. You could design your own page. You could put a silk screen. It's not the blue and white like Walmart. You could move your things. You could design the page. I love Friendster. Facebook sucks. It sucks. I liked Friendster. It was a way better thing. MySpace was before, well, MySpace and Friendster were about the same era. MySpace was kind of limited too, but Friendster, the Asians really took to it because you could put an Asian silk screen, the whole background. You could move your posts and your pictures. It's almost like you were your own web page designer. Friendster was freaking awesome. I wish if Facebook want to get smart, you could really personalize your page. You could come in and have a tapestry. Friendster was colorful. It was beautiful. You could be your own artist. Man, I missed that. The Filipinos used to use Friendster. The Singaporeans, it was big in Southeast Asia, and Zuckerberg, Facebook killed it, destroyed it. Facebook is the Walmart of social media. Blue and white, just like Walmart. And then they have those gay little Facebook videos. Really gay. Stupid music, showing a rowboat spinning. You've been friends for a year. That's gay. You're showing me with a guy friend looking very gay. I hate that stuff. Friendster, man, I looked at people's pages and it were so beautiful, the pages. It brought out the creative side to everybody. Friendster, I don't know why Friendster didn't become the main. It was more advanced than Facebook in many ways. I've been to Pure Gold. I've been to SM. In Ventura, in Valenzuela City. I've been to Mall of Asia in Manila. I even ride the big Ferris wheel at Play by the Bay, right across the street from Mall of Asia. I was showing pictures when I went over there in 2018 for the gal that I knew on Facebook years ago, Ellie. You know, after living in Georgia, I could handle the Philippines fine. The weather here is very similar to the Philippines, wet, sweaty all day, all for months. And I did not get the sunburn in the Philippines because there seems to be so much moisture in the air. It would tan my skin. Here in Georgia, instant burn. Yeah, Subic Bay, I think that was destroyed by Pinatubo. Catfishing. Hey, Miles. Catfish. This is the one I want to meet right here. Oh my gosh, this one here. Now that one would be fun. Beautiful. I'm guilty. Guilty, Your Honor. I mean, I'm just saying from a flesh point of view. Yes, doggy, I showed it because I'm not going to run the burn barrel until everything gets full. And I thought, cut them up and I can't use them no more. Yes, I did. Mina got very upset. Why you not send them to me? I said, shoot, how I send them to you? I should have done that. I should have done videos wearing my clothes. Now that would have been funny. Women of the world are beautiful, McClick. Favorite snack? The veggie chips. But you know what, Ellie? You know what my favorite snack is, Ellie? Marty's salt and vinegar, the Oishi chips. My favorite. Those are so good. No, Ellie, we're not talking about... Now, I like catfish food, but catfish is a term. It's talking about the woman in other country use us to get visa to get here they don't love. It's called catfishing. Have you been catfished? We had a TV show here called Catfish, and it was about people using men to get here. Hello, Concetta. I had Vietnamese catfish in Hong Kong. I'd buy them in the market. Very good. Yeah, but I like catfish. It's gotten so expensive now. Catfish have more fat in it. That's what gives it flavor. I don't do the Southern way. They fry and batter everything. No good. Put some butter in the pan, catfish, a little salt, a little pepper, and some garlic. Very good. Did I ever sleep? Yeah, I woke up 3-something this morning. Ellie, catfish is different. We're not talking about the fish. Catfish is a word that means being scammed, being used, being taken advantage of. They talk about it a lot with Asia women catfishing men. We fall for their looks. We think they're in love. They're not. They have a motive. They use us. And then we get taken advantage of, and they call that catfished. No, catfish is a phrase or an expression. It's to be the same as you using the word scammer, scammed, or con artist. Kandule. Catfish is a fake person online. Yes. Man, we don't actually have a working definition of catfish, but I think we got it. Well, not the thief. It's more applies for us men. Catfish meaning men being taken advantage of by foreign women. We make joke in US, Ellie, because women say, me love you long time. And they're full of it. They use us to get a visa and they get over here. And then when they get over here, they argue and fight. Then they want divorce. They get half the man's goods, get his house, and then they bring all their relatives over. That's called catfish. Why? If a person only have one picture, it's poser. Yes. Ulterior motives. That's right. Poser. Well, we used to call it that too, but our words change over the years. We had scammer, scam, con artist. That was when I was a kid. It was that guy's a con man, con artist. Then we went to, I don't remember the order, but we went to scammer, catfish, user. Oh, she just used him, man. We guys are led around by our attraction to women. A beautiful woman can cause us to do stupid things, especially if we think she's in love with us. The power of attraction for us men is fatal. Swindler, yep. Fakers. No, that's not the same. That's called, what do they call that? That's a setup. Or what do they call that? When the police pose as underage girls to lure, what do they call that? Entrapping. Imposter, yep. Entrapment, yeah. We call it a sting operation. I watched a TV show years ago. A grown man was in his minivan and he was dressed like a clown with the orange wig, the nose. Prostitute come up to him and he was dressed that way. And he goes, have you ever had sex with a clown? She goes, no, but I want to try. And he had a mic on. She got arrested all over a clown because they were trying to catch the prostitutes, which, by the way, is going to shock you guys. I think it's wrong. Spokane, other places, Sprague Avenue in Spokane is the place for prostitution. And they will arrest the guy in the truck or the car. Man, you see these hookers walking up and down the street. Why are you going to trap the man? Men are lonely. And what's really weird about our U.S., you can legally have all the sex you want as long as they're of age. But the minute you exchange cash, they're going to bust the man, but not her. I think that's bull. Bust her. She's the one making the money, not us. Man's got feelings. Man can't get a date. He want to go down there and pay for a little kitty cat. Why are you busting him? That to me is wrong. You debate Muslim channel. Now that's funny. Prostitutes are overrated. See, I'm not on TikTok, Ellie. 5'8". Yeah, but Ellie, you have to leave a comment on one of my short videos. That's the only way I can find you. You leave a comment, then I can click your ID and go to your channel and sub. So go to my short videos where I sing, or not sing, but dance. Or my short that I just uploaded this morning, what I do, don't pay the ferryman. Yeah, but you have to leave a comment on my YouTube so I can find your YouTube. I cannot find. Oh, you got it. Okay. It's just, I can't find you while I'm on stream. And I'm going to end this soon anyway. Really, doggy. The UN and the government still fully support women in their progress. What do you mean, vape? I just think it's dumb when they bust the man who wants his sexual needs met, and they don't bust her for being the temptress and walking up and down the streets. They're not even doing that anymore. They get on their phones. They used to use Reddit and Craigslist, but that was all banned. Me? Why is it Americans are so big? What do you mean big? Down here, Ellie, or just big? I've heard women say that American men have bigger between their legs than Asian men. They've told me that. Oh! Asian men have little smokies, they tell me. Giants with blue eyes. Oh, fast food. Okay, I just saw, Ellie. When I get off, I'll click and look your YouTube. Ellie, do you do videos like this? Do you do videos like this one? Do you make videos on TikTok like that? 4'11". Yeah, I dated a lot of Filipinos that were under 5 feet. Yep. Kelly, I've actually heard that. I've heard that. I don't know because I've never looked at a black man down there. Americans are like cigars. Wow, that's sad, McClick. Japanese women are beautiful. I have to say, I've never dated one. It's very hard to find Japanese that date American. They tend to stay with their culture. You don't see the Japanese women coming online looking for husband. The Philippines was doing it for years. Then men got caught up in the Ukraine and Russia. Oh my gosh. Scam? You want to get catfish fast, get involved with a Ukraine woman or Russia. They're the worst. They're the leaders in the scam market. You'd have a better chance of having a good wife if you find a lady in Africa today. A lot of them want to be married. They want to cook for their husband. They will be loyal. Interesting. Africa's like one of the last frontiers where you could actually find a good-looking, decent woman who's into you and stays that way. Yep, Kelly, that is a major trade business there. I know. I fell for somebody in 2008 and went all the way over there. 4 years of my life wrapped up in all that foolishness, and that's what it was. Nellie, you could have an American husband. Depends on if he wants to go over there and get involved. But I think some of that's starting to die down. You go back 10, 15 years ago, internet romance went up for people far. Now, people don't want to go through the immigration and the costs. And in the U.S., a lot of people are afraid to get married. They don't want to lose their house and their savings account if the marriage go bad. I'm not saying it's right, but a lot of men, you can get online and just look at women now and take care of yourself with your own hand and go on about your day. That still doesn't satisfy me entirely. I'd love to have a woman to hold hands, hug, smell her hair. You know, porn doesn't give you that. They do. Northern Ireland. All right, William. I got some Irish blood in me. Don't know who because I was adopted, but Kelly, how are you doing? Yep. Rising costs. You're right, Ellie. You are 100% right. And that's a turnoff to me. They wearing hoodies and cargo pants and ball caps and they sound like dudes. And men are the problem. They made them like that. You know, men want women to dress and act like men and cuss like men. They think that's cool. Drink a beer like a man and listen to their hard rock like a man. And you got women now in the country scene, they're acting like a damn cowboy now, and there's nothing feminine about them. I don't know why guys think that's hot. I mean, basically, they're virtual signaling that they're really gay. That's why they want their woman to be a man so they can hide the fact they're really gay. Maybe that turns them on. I don't want a woman who's like a man. No thanks. I mean, if you're going to do that, you might as well just go same sex. Yeah, Ellie, when you tell the truth, people are going to get mad. Unfortunately, that's just reality. When I was a kid, women did not have tattoos. They were on convicts, bikers, and sailors. And I go back even further. Jeans were not for women. They were working man's pants. When women started wearing jeans, the churches had a problem. Society was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Now we think, oh, a woman in blue jeans is hot. People were talking about me dressing as a woman, but they don't look back historically. Women were not supposed to wear jeans back in the day. Ever. It was not okay. Women always follow the men's style. Always. Baseball hats were made for men. Women wear them. Hoodies were made for men. The women wear them. Now you can't tell women and men apart in a crowd of people. They all got their hoodies pulled up, and it's like, which one's the woman, which one's the guy? They both smell about the same today. I'm not making that up. I drove the school bus down here. I couldn't tell the difference between the black guys and the black girls. Some of the black girls that sat behind me, the BO on them was kicking. They talking, acting like a dude. I'm like, wow, man, what has happened to society? Black women are some of the last women culturally in the U.S. that can actually be hot, natural beauty. And they let their hygiene go. And they don't shave. I mean, gross. Why want to date a woman with hairy armpits and BO? Might as well just go out with a guy. Same damn thing. I'm not going to teach women. You think they're going to listen to a man? The women that are behaving that way are not going to listen to Michael. I don't need no man. No man going to tell me what to do. Just in-your-face rebellion. And not all women are like this. Anyways, we will talk about this later. Thank you all for coming. We've got a problem. We all like the internet. That's why we're all here. And there's all these lonely people trying to get attention. It's tough. Well, dominant, that doesn't work with women here. I'm dominant. I will draw a line. If a woman pushes too far, say, and they'll be shocked when I do. What? Yeah, you heard me. No, that's too far. You have to be a soy boy to get a date in this country. Well, thank you, David. You guys, everybody have a good one. Thanks for coming. And we will talk again. Till next time.